Hi folks, my name's Jem, I'm the Crazy Pigeon Lady, and it's my mission to entertain, educate and inspire people with all things pigeon and dove. Welcome back to hashtag Ask the Crazy Pigeon Lady, where I am taking your questions. If you haven't asked a question yet, please do pop it in the comments below and I will get to as many questions as I can. So this time we have a question from Suzanne Pennell, who asks, I've been watching a female juvenile pigeon, we assume. Some males have been dancing for her, but she pecks at them. Is she too young to mate, or is she rejecting them? So, difficult to know without a little bit of further information about the species or the appearance or age of the bird, Suzanne, but I'm going to assume that you're correct that this is a juvenile pigeon, although at that age it is difficult to tell as to whether the bird is male or female, so I wouldn't necessarily presume that this bird definitely is a female. However, it is likely that in feral pigeons that birds are capable of breeding at around 6 months age onwards, and so if the males around were in a breeding condition and looking for a mate, that they may very well approach young females, possibly even as young as 6 months or earlier, and attempt to try and court them and mate them. So if males are courting and strutting around this bird, then you could very well be right. This bird may very well be a female. Now, as to this bird's response of pecking at them, that's a little bit more difficult to discern without seeing some footage of what's going on here. But if the bird is, as you say, a juvenile, the bird pecking back at these males who are displaying to it is probably not exhibiting aggression, and it would be unlikely for a young bird to exhibit that much aggression towards older birds, particularly males, because in the social hierarchy of pigeons, juveniles are pretty low down the pecking order. What's possibly happening here is that this young bird could very well be pecking at the adults to attempt to beg them for food. And as I've mentioned in one of my videos about young pigeon development, this is something that fledged pigeons who even are capable of feeding themselves and are fully weaned will sometimes do when they first transition into the flock. They'll actually chance their arm at trying to beg adult birds for food in the way that they would have done in the nest, even beyond the point where they're actually capable of feeding themselves. So it's possible that what you're seeing there, Suzanne, is a young bird who's being paraded to by a bunch of males, but actually this young bird is seeing them as a chance of a potential meal and is pecking at them in the hope that they might actually feed them some pigeon milk. I hope that's answered your question, Suzanne. Thanks very much for asking it. Please do keep asking your questions in the comments below and I will get to as many as I can, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye!